HTC One M7. Now, this review isn't necessarily viewed as a daily driver. It's more of a media device. You know, use on Wi-Fi, videos, music. Sort of review it since haven't activated this phone and I don't plan to. Um, it's a very good device. Costs between 150 to, let's say, $40 depending on the condition, working parts, etc. But this phone is completely made of aluminum except for the sides right there. They're made of plastic. And of course the antenna bands on the top and bottom. But as you can see, it's aluminum. So is the front facing speakers, boom sound speakers, which are very, very nice. They have really good volume and really good quality. You get a 4.7-inch full 1080p HD screen, which has a crazy pixel per inch density. I believe it's at 467, which is pretty damn high considering for its age. It's almost 3 years old. On the top, you get your power button that also acts as a IR blaster for you to control your TV and media. Like cable box, stereos if they have IR support. Excuse me. 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which sounds very good by the way, especially when you're hooked up with an aux cord to your phone or excuse me your car stereos or your speakers in your house. If they're connected directly like this, man, it sounds really good. The drivers in here are just beasts. 2.1 front facing camera, records in 1080p at 30 frames per second. You got your capacitive buttons back and home. Bottom, all you have is your 3.5, or excuse me, your micro USB charger and your microphone. As you guys can see, the phone has chamfered edges, like the iPhone 5. Look okay. You got your 4 ultra pixel camera in the back, and basically, ultra pixels they capture more light and darkness. So that means that you take better low light shots and video, and I found that to be somewhat true in some occasions when it wanted to be good. Um, and since it's only 4 megapixels, you can't necessarily zoom in all the way. Sure, the pictures come out great, especially outside. The camera has really good, automatic settings, but you can't necessarily zoom in all the way to the picture without seeing some blurriness because like I said, it's only 4 megapixels, so it doesn't support all the zoom all the way. But if you're gonna be using it for Instagram and stuff like that, then that's perfectly fine. Unless you're a more serious photographer, then this should be just fine for you. Battery is at 2300 milliamps, so it isn't the best. But I found out that I got about 6 hours of medium to moderate heavy usage, and that's pretty impressive considering it's a full 1080p HD screen and you're powering some pretty loud speakers. And endurance wise, I haven't seen it slow down at all, and I've had it for a month now. It didn't slow down. Besides, really pushing it because spec wise, it's actually better than let's say mid range phones from today. Let's say you want to go and buy a new phone. You're trying to buy under $200. Okay, you go see some of the brand new phones that just came out that are mid rangers. Well, they have a Snapdragon 400, a 410 at best. They have a gigabyte of RAM, usually just a gig of RAM, and at most you have 8 gigs of storage, internal storage, and screen size. It could be bigger than the HTC One, but it's only going to be let's say 480 or excuse me 960 by 540 or a 720p screen at best. This has a full 1080p HD, a Snapdragon 600, which is better than the 400. You have 2 gigs of RAM compared to 1. You have 32 gigs of storage compared to 8. So in a way, this is kind of better. Yeah, better. Especially when this might be a bit cheaper than the mid-range phones of today. This is actually better. So that's why I picked this up, and it hasn't disappointed me once. Very good. Curved back, so it's very comfortable and hold in the hand. But enough with that. Let's get to the. By the way, this is a silver one. This is a blue one. The silver one hides the fingerprints and the smudges and the scratches a lot better compared to the blue one. As you guys can see here, the blue one. Excuse me, I'm really sick. Got snowed on the other day. As you guys can see, the scratches are a lot more noticeable here. Chamfered edges too, but like I said, the battle scars just way more noticeable. As you can see right there, it just looks ugly. But from a distance, it looks okay. I mean, yeah, see, it looks real nice from a distance. So Let's get the flash off. By the way, it has a little LED on top right there. It's charging. Capacitive buttons of back and home. Now the screen itself is very nice. Great viewing angles, by the way. Let me turn the brightness up. You guys can see right there, the viewing angles are very, very nice. It looks better in person, trust me, than in camera. Now you have stock Sense 6.0, but like I said, this doesn't really matter in the review considering I'm using it as a media device. But the device is very snappy, as you guys can see. There's no stutter at all or anything. It's very fast. It's a lot faster in the phone than my camera's picking up, to be honest. Camera, you actually have a lot of features. Let's see. Right now, this is picking up the back cam. Actually, it's a selfie cam. Let's go back to the back cam. And as you guys can see, you get a fairly decent amount of settings. You get your automatic settings. And you have HDR. You have sweep panorama. You have portrait. Different, you know, like I said, it just has a lot of settings stock built in. So if you're gonna be taking a lot of pictures, this is pretty good. As you guys can see, you're getting a lot in the camera, and that's just for the back cam. You can also take simultaneously front and back pictures. Split capture, by the way. Use main camera and then the front camera. So first, you can take a picture with the back cam to get the best, scene, and then you can take one with the front cam, and it puts them together. So that's pretty sweet. Zoe camera is something that's very decent. As you can see, it captures a still video with one button. So it's hard to explain, but it takes a picture and at the same time video. So once you go back and look at the picture, it has like 3 seconds worth of video, including the picture. So it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna show it because I'm trying to make this video quick. But like I said, this phone, for the price that you're getting, I got the silver one for $100. But then my friend decided to sell me this one for $20. I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna pass that up, considering it works just fine. The only thing that's wrong with this one is that the speaker blew out because it's got wet, and the grill on top right there is falling off, as you guys can see. So that's no big deal. The speakers to replace are like $3, and the grill is like $5. So $8, $28 to get this fixed, working brand new again. I don't care. So with this one, I'm just gonna return it since there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just gonna return it. So Marcelo, let's keep the blue one. Looks nicer. But like I said, for this phone, if you're gonna use it for music, I highly recommend it. If you're gonna be using it for pictures, it's okay. But like I said, I don't see any better deal for a flagship phone under $110. There's no way you can get a full 1080p HD screen, high premium build quality, decent camera, decent processor, and decent storage, 32 gigs. There's no way you can get something better for less than $100 anywhere. If you can find a phone that is actually a brand name, not those cheap Chinese companies, from eBay, then I suggest you get this one because it's really good. Full aluminum, so I'm not afraid of breaking it. Curved backs, and yeah, really good device. You guys have any questions about this phone? Let me know. I suggest you guys pick it up if you're gonna be using it as a MP3 or something. But as a daily driver, I don't see that happening anymore, as it's a bit outdated. Even though it's still very capable, you can get something better if you're gonna be using it as a primary phone. Then go ahead. By all means, it's still a good phone. But if you're gonna be looking for a brand new phone to upgrade to, you might as well get the newest and best. But yeah, you're trying to save some money. This is by all means still a great buy. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you found this video very informative. Like I said, this video was based as a media device, not an actual daily driver, so I can't necessarily talk about speeds, via network or text messaging or any of that, since I haven't used it. I'm only using it for YouTube and music. That's pretty much it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys have a good day and stay warm. Peace.